But anyway, it's a nice chat.
Echoey. Yeah, that's cool. I have to check that out actually.
Yeah,
Haven't watched. Oh, so backwards. There we go.
Cool beanie.
It glows in the dark, believe it or not. Oh,
drinking at the same time. Oh, I like your robe. I like your robe as well, man. Let's go. I need something like that.
I got two. I've got a black one as well, which is got Vader on the back of it.
Yeah,
that one's cool.
I think I looked at a black one a while ago, and it had like the cog on it. You know, the Imperial cog. That was pretty cool. I like the brown one.
My next tattoo is going to be the Imperial logo on my shoulder. Love the Imperial. Yeah, love it all the way.
Awesome.
No, that's cool. Yeah, nothing new popping up lately, I saw a new Lego set this morning, I believe, but that's about it.
Yeah.
If
Do you know what? Go on, man.
Lego. Oh, no, that's all right. It's the lag. It's annoying. You don't know who's finished and who's not.
We should just like say over. Well, you know,
yeah, pretty much. Might make life a bit easier.
Yeah.
Man, I love
Tell me about the Lego then, because the Lego is something. To be honest, I'm willingly bypassing that, because if I got into that,
well, like before I got into this stuff, I got into the Lego first, and that was when the Last Jedi came out. So that year, I pretty much bought Lego, which I did get a lot. If you look at one of my previous videos and think about the channel change, I show all the books. So I've got the two biggest sets I have, which are like $200 here, is an ATM6, the AT-AT from Crate.
Gorilla.
That thing's huge. Awesome. Yeah, Gorilla Walker. And I've got the First Order Star Destroyer, which is gigantic. It's massive, and it opens up.
Wow.
Which is quite cool.
Yeah.
I've got a lot from that year, but then I just stopped and didn't really have much interest. I've got most of the main stuff. I'm just missing the Falcon now. So I'll get me a Falcon at some stage, and I'm not worried really.
But you know, when we were talking about the Falcon and the price of it and all of that, me and him or whoever, and he frightened me when he told me how much it cost for a Lego Falcon. But in fact, I'd actually seen it when I was in, funnily enough, when I was in the World of Disney, or no, it wasn't. It was the Lego store in Disney Springs.
Yeah.
And I saw how much it was there, and I thought, wow, you know, insane.
There's a Falcon just popped up here in in the warehouse. I'm trying to remember what it will be from. I think it's the Force Awakens, because it's got, I think it's Chewie, Finn, and the Falcon, and it's in like a ready black box. A few $100, but yeah, I'd never seen that one before. But it's not Smuggler's Run, but it's hard to.
I saw that one as well. They did because I like that Falcon. I love the not Smuggler's Run. I got confused. Then I'm thinking of Kessel Run. I love that design for Solo.
Oh yes,
love that.
Yeah, that is a good one. That one.
Nice, really nice.
The small force like version of that. My stepson
does. The thing is, when I was younger, because I used. It just passed me by, you know, Lego Star Wars. When I was a kid, I remember getting pieces of Lego, had all sorts of shapes and sizes, but the black pieces that were that shape.
Yeah.
And then I get a little black bit in the middle, and I'd make the TIE Fighter. And then I remember you getting some of the medieval Lego guys, because they had like a helmet and pretending that was Vader. And I was just making it all myself. And then before I know it, I grew up. I'm too old for, well, there's obviously adults who buy it now, you know what I mean? But I was too old to have bought it and played with it or whatever. But so it's bloody passed me by.
A lot of people expand on them now. So I gave it a go with one of the sets I got, which was the cantina scene. So it's sort of three pieces of that scene, and I built it into a whole cantina myself and got all these extra bricks, and it came out pretty well. I have to fish it out sometime.
There it is, man. The accent, I love that. The bricks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I'm born and bred in England. I'm
yeah,
a Pog.
I remember you saying with Tim when I was watching the stream, and you've probably said it somewhere else along the line, but that was the first time I learned that fact about you. That's
Right.
How old are you? And I heard the story about when you had the toys in a bag.
Well, story goes, hang on, just putting her down. Story goes as born and bred in England, the Isle of Wight. Mum remarried a Kiwi, and then they decided that because he was from here, we might move over here instead for a change. So we ended up doing that. So I think it was 1990. I was 9, and we moved to New Zealand, and we pretty much had to get rid of, most things. You can't take much on the plane. So every Christmas, my dad would come over, and me and my brother would get, like a black rubbish bag.
Yeah.
Those big black bags. We'd get one of those. We'd get one of those full of presents every year. Most of my stuff was Star Wars and Ghostbusters. So I used to have it all. I had it all the original sort of stuff. I had it all, the Falcon, everything I see you guys have. I'm like, I had that. Yeah, I just had to let it all go. So
yeah. Oh
that's
man.
why I sort of started again with the Black series. So
see, I remember back in the day, there was a mate of mine who I used to hang around with him, or go to his place after school or whatever, and he had all the Star Wars stuff. But around about that time, I remember he had it was the real Ghostbusters, that stuff. Do you remember when you could?
Oh yes, I do. Yeah, yeah, I do. I remember all of that.
They were great though. They were like the scale of them was just like bigger. They were like 5-inch maybe. They weren't 6-inch. They were just they were about the same sort of size as the WWF Hasbro figures.
Right.
I
do remember
that as well, man.
Yeah. You can't beat some of the old stuff. Don't make it like they used to anymore sometimes. I mean, yes, they've improved in facial sculpts, but yeah, you can't beat the way they used to do it.
But
I just got my second wave of retro.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the Boba Fett wave.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Boba Fett because they didn't have him at the time, but I will track them down. But I've got the rest of it.
You've just bought them. You bought them individually. You didn't get the whole wave, obviously. That's a shame, man, that you missed out on him.
Well, where I go to now is a place called Pop Stop, and they specialize in a lot of pops mainly, but they have a big collection. Like they have a massive Hot Toys range and stuff like that, and they just started getting all the new stuff which no one else here has got. So he said to me, next time stuff come in, if you want, I can put it aside, a whole box, and give you a yell. I'm like, yes, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I just got Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, and Jedi Knight Obi-Wan in the Black Series.
Cool. Yeah.
So that was cool. They're good looking figures too.
Do you know what? I've been getting my loft sorted this week and last week, and I was up in my kind of like moving stuff I've got in storage, and there's loads of Black Series 6-inch I need to get open. Like this, I saw it there, Dryden Voss, and what was it? Oh yeah, Bespin hand. But the reason I've not opened it is there's no official place I'm going to put all this stuff on display yet.
Yeah, well, you're all VC, aren't you?
Well, kind of, but you can't deny some of that stuff is awesome, and it makes you want to just shrink stuff down, like the Dryden Vosses in particular. I'm looking forward to opening them.
Yes, he's another one I don't have.
Yeah. There's something about that. It's like the poor man's Hot Toys, isn't it? It's just nice to get that quality, bigger than the classic. But I can imagine me having that. I don't want to go too far with it all. I just want to get the best of the best, my favorite characters. There she is. And then put them in like a glass case or something like that, because they're so good. They will kind of get that Forbidden Planet kind of look going on in my collection.
See, I started collecting Black Series. I only was interested in Galactic Empire line. That's all I cared about. And then I ordered Captain Rex from Amazon, and he turned up, and I was like, damn, that's a good figure. That is a damn nice figure, that one. And that was it. I just started expanding from him. He was just such a good figure to have. I really like him, Rex.
Awesome.
What are you
doing? I saw Usual Mike in the chat, and I was going to ask, because we were just talking, I want to talk about that now. The Hasbro, the 4-inch figures, or were they 5-inch? I used to love them. This is back in the early 90s, this 90 and 91. And
yeah,
it was just so good. And I think Mattel did a little tribute line to them. So they kind of made the same scale, same style, a bit like the retro collection is now, basically.
Yeah.
But I'd love Usual Mike to just pop in the chat if he's got any of them, because I know he likes WWE.
Yeah. We've got Usual Mike, we've got Brian, we've got Papa Gord, Blue Harvest, Tim as well. The whole crew's in here.
Do you know, for the first 5 minutes, I thought we were just sat, me and you, talking, but I had the wrong tab on. I had private chat, and I thought, oh my God, there's nobody here. It's just me and you.
Right.
I put comments on. There's loads of people here.
G'day, Salation Drum. How you doing, my friend?
Oh, yeah, I had a question. I spoke to Sci-Fi earlier. You know, Cy Finch?
Yep.
Yeah, he was... you know, I talked to him about using StreamYard and all that, and it's just awesome. And everyone seems to be doing it now. But he said he's not got a laptop. Yeah, he's not got a laptop. So I said to him, well, yeah, I'd heard this as well. I'm just amazed you can't use it on a phone or whatever. But then again, I've seen a few of yours, and you say, oh, I'm on my phone.
I'm doing it right now.
Really?
I'm on my phone now. Yeah. So there's not an app, but you can just Google it. You bring it up in Google and away you go. Because yeah, like you said, I use my phone for everything. The laptop's crap. The first one with Usual Mike kept cutting in and out, and it was so annoying. And then I switched phone for Tim on Bosk, and it was way better. It was real
you
good.
can tell my camera ain't that great. This is actually a work laptop. This, and it's like I don't know. It's like one of those Nokia phones. This, you know what I mean?
Oh yes.
You can see that horrible. But anyway, if I get it onto this, it'll be a lot better. But I'll try. I'll have a look.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it seems to work for me way better on my phone anyway, which is good.
Cool.
A few people going on here. Hello there. There's quick question, because with the way everything happens in the world, well, I see it a bit later, so you guys often see things before me. But this HasLab reveal, has that happened yet?
Oh my God! Why? What have you heard something? Have you? What have you heard?
I heard a couple of days ago about a HasLab reveal coming in the next couple of days.
Couple of days. Oh my God! Well, it's well exciting if that's the case. I mean, we were just talking about it last night, and I was asking a few people to tell me what date it was happening, and then Tim, I think, got back and said, "Oh, I can't remember what date he said. He'll probably put it. He's there somewhere, isn't he? I've seen him.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was September. There's something like 6th of September, maybe 4th to the 6th. There's a few dates flying around because we were asking loads of questions last night about different things coming up. But yeah, that's not long to wait. But if it's happening, I'd sooner it happens sooner rather than later, really, because I just want to know.
Oh, here we go. HasLab late August, early September. Cool. That's a good birthday present for me. It's my birthday on Friday. Jesus
Christ, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. I was going to say you must be the same age as me, because if you were 9 in 1990, I was born 81.
81?
Yeah.
81?
January.
Yeah, August 81.
Wow, how about that? So you're bloody younger than me.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, August 81, of course. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's random. Who was it? Tim, Bosk's Bounty. His birthday's the 18th of August, which is my stepson Darth Lou. His birthday's the 18th.
Oh yeah. Cool. You'll have to do his birthday stream.
I intend to.
Cool.
See what turns up in that time and what I can go buy on the day. Then I'll come show it off.
So, how are you getting on with your TVC anyway? What floats your boat in that department then?
To be honest, now I'm a lot more into it than I was before. the retros really gave me more of a, an appreciation for some kind of card. And then I got a few others. So on card, I've still only got 4, which is Ceremony Layer, the Jawa, the God, who is it? Knight of Ren, and a Shadow Trooper. I love that layer on the card, though. It's such a good looking card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite hooked on them now, and I'd love to do what you've got there and pass them my ball.
Well, the thing is that I remember me back in 2013, which was the kind of time I discovered the vintage collection, but I was buying figures then to open and whatever. And I just used to think about these so-called carded people and think, I'm not one of them. I'm an opener. And I was like a proud opener, but no way, not now. I do open, but I obviously have a specific, what's the word now? Like sanctuary here of keeping everything pristine, because I just think the artwork of it is. I love the images of the cards and everything. And
that's it. That's what's caught me on it too. And I mean, even with some of these 40th anniversary ones, some of them look good in the 6-inch, like the Han and that. They look real good on the card. The Attack Driver did. You really like some of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to get still loose for the 6-inch. I want to get that Veers. I've heard he's really good.
Yeah, I don't have him yet. He does look fantastic. Looks real good. You got to get a
just like Julian Glover or whatever the guy was who played him.
You need a Tarkin as well. Tarkin's.
I've got him.
Yeah, Tarkin's fantastic. One of my favourite looking figures, to be honest. It looks great. Yeah. And who was it?
I was watching a thing today. I was watching a vlog today. I'm a fan of it. I don't know if you've heard of the Tim Tracker. He's like a theme park vlogger. And
I don't think so, I know.
I'd never seen his video. He went on the Rise of the Resistance, that ride at Galaxy's Edge, and I'd never seen his review of it.
Right.
You could tell he was impressed by the ride, but he went into the merchandise area, and I don't think he was obviously familiar with vintage collection, what this line is, but he saw the Knight of Ren. Actually, just reminded me. He went in the store and he goes, "Oh, look at that! Cool! They're doing the whole retro kind of using the Kenner packaging there." So obviously caught his eye. And that's what happens to all of us. You see it and you think, look at that, man. That's so familiar. That's what happened to me. I saw it and I thought, wow, takes you back and it sucks you in. And they obviously do new stuff like that, or they do the classic cards or whatever. Yeah,
really adds a little bit more of an element to us, old school collectors. And just, I love it. Absolutely love it. I think, is your bottle gone?
What was that?
I'll just grab her a quick bite. 1 second.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, usual Mike. Do you know what I'm on about? Did you get those toys? The back in the day? The 5-inch Hasbro figures for the WWF. Just trying to catch up.
What are you trying to do?
I was just trying to see if Mike had got back about the early Hasbro WWF figures.
Oh, right.
Like the Hulk Hogan one.
I need an Undertaker.
Yeah.
I never watched it for the Undertaker and Kane. I need to get me an Undertaker and Kane one day. He's finally retired. Is a super smooth. Only one has a super smooth voice. Ideal for radio, podcast, or to provide some vocals and a salacious crumb track. Or harmonizing. Do
it. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, he knows the ones. I might have to. Yeah, Mike. I might have to open the ones I got. I got the Steve Austin, the Rock, and the Mattel remakes of all of them. And I think there was like Triple H as well. I'll have to do a review on them, get them open.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Sure, me and Mike will check that out. Who loves his wrestling?
Yeah.
I'd like to get some more vintage personally. I've got the Palace. I think you're aware of it. It's up there at the moment.
Oh yeah.
I need more room. You see, I don't have much room. That cabinet's quite full now.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. That's great. Look at that. Nice variety.
But we're possibly moving in the next few months, so if that happens, I'm gonna move in and make a good setup. Get an extra room. Pushing for 4 bedroom.
That's cool. What's that? That looks like an avatar there. It's not. Who is that? There, that Star Wars, that kind of white background book. Just you've covered it now. If you move your head to your right, there it is. See that on the second shelf up there? Yeah. Yeah. What is that? Who is that?
Skywalker Strikes. Black Series.
Oh right. From here, it looked like one of those avatars from Avatar. Where the blue thing. Or Baby Yoda, isn't it?
This one.
It was the silhouette of this wicked.
Mm.
Yeah, nice.
Backwards. Yeah, it's the only Black Series I've never actually opened. It is all in box still.
Nice.
Not take it. Just looks so good. I can't take that out. And I've got the normal one, so I don't need to open them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like a book, isn't it? Obviously, like with old VHS.
Yeah.
VHS.
Almost, isn't it? Yeah, but now that's cool. But now that's all my NECA stuff across the middle.
Yeah.
I got some horror, Predators, and the Turtles, of course, but I'm not going all out on that stuff. Oh, I love that. Question for you. A very curious question as well. What do you do about dusting?
Yeah, oh, well, it's funny you should mention that. I've been finishing off all the DIY and everything I'm doing here. And I had a look at the shelf today. And to be honest, it's been the first thing I did in this place was get all this sorted. Did this room, and then I got the shelves in the other room. I couldn't do anything else because there was no kitchen, no heating. So literally the Star Wars stuff was the first stuff I did in here. But today was the first day. Well, first day I've actually looked at it and I thought I need to clean it now. It's getting really thick with dust.
Yes,
that's a combination of DIY dust and all sorts of activity. So I no doubt I would have needed it, but it's done quite well to stay fresh this long, actually, considering all that's been going on.
Good, yeah.
But it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass I'm gonna have to take them all off, put them on a shelf or something, or put them on a tray, and then maybe put them back. But part of me doesn't mind as well. It's quite nice to rearrange and maybe get a new thing going on.
Now and again, just go in there with a couple of drinks and just away you go. Dust drink.
Yeah.
Dust drink.
But what I'm going to do is, man, I'm going to start on the top, obviously. Do the top one first, then go down, So any dust on the top doesn't settle down. It's like when you're washing a car. Start on the top and let all the dirt kind of go to the bottom.
Reminds me of an old story. I used to work at a liquor store. And one day I came to work and one of the staff was cleaning and I was like, it's fine. But I looked at him and I was like, why are you going bottom to top? And he goes, because my back's sore. And I thought, wouldn't you go top to bottom? It makes no difference. You're just putting dust back where you just cleaned. Didn't understand that. Never did.
Top to bottom, all the way. He's saying don't dust, Mark. Yeah. Well, to be honest, Mark, like I had a Darth Maul. I had like a little row of Sith in my other place, and they were just in one on a tiny little pedestal, just no bigger than the size of a figure stand. And like Darth Maul was getting covered in this kind of dust, but it actually worked on his robe. It made him look. What's the word now? Like, rusty. What's the word? Like rustic or whatever. I don't know. Just,
rustic.
Yeah. It just kind of worked. Gave him that kind of cinematic effect or whatever, Aged him a bit or something. I don't know. It was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Bit like the Minbam. Get him dirty, it ain't getting better.
I'm not really that fussed about the figures getting dusty. It's more like as you can just blow them or whatever. It's
That's
just
true.
That white surface is starting to get really. You can see it on there now, man. It's like a little carpet is forming of dust. It's not good.
That was my biggest problem with Lego. Lego is horrid for dust and it's not easy to clean either. So yeah, that stuff's put away until a later date where I can display it with that dust.
Why is that? Just because you break it? Sorry, is that because you can break it fragile? Try and clean it.
Well, yeah, you can break it. Plus, there's so many little bits and crevices where it sticks into. And if you don't do it frequently, it just sort of starts baking on there and doesn't come off. But yeah, it's just not easy to clean. So small.
Yeah.
Oh, the monkey lizard's a bit. Right, I'll have that.
Not just for spit roasting. I love that. I love that salacious rum.
It's fun. Monkey lizard in the last stream, I believe.
That's a great scene. The guy I spoke to last night, he said that he'd not seen The Mandalorian, but he will not be disappointed. This guy,
wow,
he will like it when he sees it. But I was just surprised he's not.
Yeah, I've watched it, I think, twice now. I'll probably watch it again shortly before the next one comes along.
Yeah, it's one of these things that you don't want to overdo, isn't it? I mean, you could sit there and watch it again and again, and it would be all right, but you've got to keep it fresh, haven't you? Yeah.
Are you into Transformers at all?
Do you know what? I have got, again, a nostalgic link with Transformers. I remember the thing, you put your finger on it, didn't you? And was it like a heat sensitive thing?
Oh, like yes, the holographic. Yeah, and it shows you what side they're on. Yeah, I remember them.
So the fact is that I was a kid who sat and I remember watching Transformers. I think they put it on at school, on a rain day or whatever, and we couldn't go out and play or whatever. And I loved it, but I never got into it. I remember getting it. It was a maroon coloured lorry thing, a truck that turned into a robot, and that was it. And I've never felt inspired to go and see the movies or anything like that. So I know nothing about it. So I've got a lot to learn there, man.
That new series on Netflix just came out, and that's pretty good actually. The War for Cybertron. It's actually really good.
And there's a lot I need to learn about Marvel as well. I know absolutely nothing about what's going on.
I watch it, but I don't dive into it like I do with obviously this. But I follow it, but I don't get too deep into that stuff. To be honest, there's too much.
I don't know where to begin with it. It's ridiculous. I mean, I have asked people. I put a message out a while ago saying, "Where do I begin?" and what do you recommend? And people said, "Oh, you can watch it in chronological order, or I suppose it's like if someone asked me, what order did you watch Star Wars? I'd always say, don't start with episode 1. I'd always say start with 4, 5, 6. I know it sounds crazy. But you could get somebody to watch episode 1, but they might put them off for life because it's a completely different. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Menace is all right for what it is, but it's not the original.
It's how we grew up with it. So yeah, why not?
I think you could watch it in that order. I don't know. Watch it from 77, 80, 83. Then you can go back.
Yeah.
Or just stick to the original trilogy. That'll do you.
That's right. We're talking about Lego Papaboard. That's what the dust thing we're talking about.
Oh, is this the guy you had on, isn't it, last week?
Yeah, you would have seen his shelf set up now, so right. he'll be on the dusting boat now.
Oh man, I'm not really looking forward to that. Really,
I can believe that.
I don't want to take anything off the shelves. I'm really happy with how I've got everything. And if I take them off, I'll probably forget how I had them. I'll have to probably take some continuity pictures,
Absolutely right. It's like when you unplug your TV and set it up again. Take a photo of all the cables coming out. What are you doing there? That's good. She started saying a few Star Wars words. She can say R2. She can say R2, Yoda, or Yodo. She can say Batman, but she goes, Batman. I'm Batman. That's funny. Staring at the toys now. You got to the Transformer. Oh, I've heard about those. My good friend Neil, he's got a lot of the Masterpiece ones, and they're big and expensive from overseas, but man, they're cool. But
So
yeah,
this Transformers, that's Universal, isn't it? That
yeah, this
franchise.
has yes, a Hasbro. They're Hasbro toy
Oh, I meant the movie, like the
Transformers.
movie or the film franchise,
Yes,
or whatever.
yeah,
Universal.
yeah. Pretty I think it's Universal. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know what
mean,
put me off seeing. I think is it Steven Spielberg? Did he direct it? And I just saw the trailer and I thought,
it was Michael Bay and I think Steven Spielberg was an exclusive producer or something for them.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Sometimes
don't get me
I'll
wrong,
see a
they're
trailer and I'll think, I don't know, is it too Hollywood or something, or is it just explosions? But it might be amazing. I'll have to see it.
to be honest, like when it first came out, I lived with an old mate of mine, and he wasn't up with this stuff, but he loved anything war and military. So we
Yeah.
watched it, and he actually turned around and said that was way better than I thought it was going to be because
Yeah.
they used the military so well that it works. It actually seems believable. But the first Transformers, the movie, is definitely worth watching. Still got one of the best opening scenes in a movie in today.
Oh, wow.
It's just so
Cool.
fantastic. It's
Yeah.
so unexpected,
What
but
year,
I
what
highly
year is that?
recommend it.
What year is that
Oh,
film?
going back to you now. Should be on Netflix or something, I'm sure.
Yeah. Is this in the 2000s? I'm guessing, or
Yeah,
it could be
yeah.
late 90s. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely more modern.
But
What are
is
you
it
doing,
right? There's
monkey?
two factions of robots. It's like Autobots and the
Autobots
whatever.
and Decepticons, yeah. The good
Yeah.
and the bad.
As I
There we
remember,
go.
one of the logos is quite a friendly face. It's like one of those like Roman masks in
Yes.
a way, and the other one looks like a little bit more.
Yeah, there's the red one, which is the Autobots, and the purple, which is Decepticons.
Yeah. Good one, yeah.
Yeah, like the movies are pretty neat because they're so well done. The transformation of the robots, it's quite spectacular, to be honest. See it on the big screen. Beep.
Yeah,
I
that
do.
Decepticon faces. Yeah, yeah. It just sort of brings back memories. I've seen it all before, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Bumblebee movies felt really good. It takes you back to the old school when they battle on their home planet Cybertron. And the beginning of that movie is just really, really good. They're all old school looking too.
Yeah, the Autobot face looks, say, friendlier, but the Decepticon looks
Yeah,
a little bit more. It's the angle of the eye. It's got that evil connotation.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
I agree with you,
cool,
Tim.
man.
There, Bumblebee's the best since the first one. The first one's really good.
Oh, wicked. Yeah, I've got to get into that, man. That'll be awesome.
I definitely want to get more into this vintage stuff now. Have you seen the episode 3 stuff I've got carded still? Did you see the videos and that on those?
No, man. You've got episode 3. We're talking vintage here.
375-inch stuff on their cards still from Revenge of the Sith. I've got a whole box full of them.
What have you got, man? I'll have to.
I've got. There is a video there. I've got R2-3PO, Dooku, Yoda, Emperor Palpatine, Anakin, Obi-Wan, battle damaged Obi-Wan, battle damaged Anakin, sorry, Darth Vader, Commander Bakara. Boss Tim knows who it is.
Battle damaged Anakin.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, you don't mean is this vintage collection?
No, it's not VC. No,
I know what you mean. 375.
Yeah, just the Revenge of the Sith stuff. Yeah.
I saw somebody. I liked the picture on Instagram. Somebody had the charred up Anakin, and it comes with the other figure as well. I don't know if it might have been you. I don't know, or somebody else. That was only today.
I know I did some posts at one stage.
I'll have to see your video. If you've done a video on that, I haven't seen that.
I have.
I'd like
to be honest, it's very strange. I noticed something looking at my analytics lately that every video I've ever done on, we'll say 375-inch stuff, have had a higher view rate than my Black Series videos and anything else. It's very
I've heard you say that in the live stream.
Yeah, like that episode 3 one it's got a lot of views. The set up the palace had a lot of views, and
do you know what, man? That's really reassuring to hear that. It's good. It's good to hear that. You know, it means that there's still obviously a demand or something for it.
Absolutely. Like, still to this day, I did that video for the episode 3 stuff. What about a couple of months ago now? I still now get comments on that video of people asking questions. Wow. One of them was where I got the little poster from. But yeah, it's quite out of it, actually.
That's awesome.
It's my phone. You can't have that. It's Dad's phone. Question: will you buy the first edition? Nice. Something went funny. There we go. We're back. You still with me? Yep.
Me? Yeah.
Yep. Nah. Went off for a second and came back again.
So what have you got coming up in the Black Series 6-inch that you're looking forward to? Because there's, you know,
what in the news, like what's new to come?
Well, yeah, I know there's been a lot of repacks.
Well, I'd like to get. I mean, anything in these with these new boxes, I'd like to get, because there's a lot I don't have. Because I only started at the beginning of last in sets. Oh, I really want that bloody indoor one. That looks fantastic. That does.
Which one?
The Heroes the indoor set. That looks really good. I'd like to get my hands on that. The Rebels range, I'd like to get. What are you doing down there?
Is that Cody's coming out as well, isn't it? That Commander Cody. I need to keep an eye on that. You see, I don't even know if it's on pre-order or what yet, but I should really get that. If it's coming in the archive line, that's one I'd love to get. You know, I said before I like to get my favourites. Well, he'd be one I'd love to get all of that.
Yeah, I need to get some more clones. I only ever had Rex for a while, but that Bly and Gree are really good. I love that Bly and Gree.
The Gree.
Such a good job. Gree, yeah. Such a good job for those.
If I'd ever seen that, I would have bought it. I've never seen that in the wild, and I've never looked for it actively online, you know. But
I never found it in the wild. I ordered them through Aussie Sci-Fi just before they vanished.
Yeah. That's the one thing I'll say about the Black Series 6-inch. That's one thing I do like buying in the wild. It's just like, I don't know if it's just the fact that it just seems to be there when I go to Forbidden Planet, but also when you just look at it and you think, wow, you can't pass on it almost. When you see the quality up close to the store.
I've had a lot of people in my past videos and they're asking me, you know, because I'll say, you know, I can't get this or I haven't got that. And they always say, well, you just jump online. And when I first started doing this, it was all in the wild. And because it was new to me, you know, I'd go to any shop and be like, oh, cool, you know. That's why I still enjoy it now. I prefer, like, the other day I walked into Pop Stop and boom, they had everything I was looking for, and it was more exciting than going click, click, send.
Yeah, absolutely.
Walk in the shop and he literally goes to me, I just got these in turn. I was like, damn you. That's the excitement of toy hunting, and that's why I enjoy doing it. It's more exciting to walk in and go, awesome, than to go, click, I know what's coming.
And I've got loads I need to open. I've got my Boba Fett on the archive line. I need to open IG-88. I need to open, but they look really good. As I said, they're all boxed at the minute because I want to figure out where I'm going to put them. I don't want to just open them.
Exactly right.
But one of the only ones I bought online was that Obi-Wan, the clone trooper. Well, he's not a clone trooper, but he's
the commander one.
That's a really good thing. And I just wanted it. So
I do like the look of that. Yeah, I don't have that either. Yeah, that is a good one.
I actually bought a second one when I was in Forbidden Planet. I think I just saw it and I thought I better get it now as well, you know. It's good. It's really good. I had swapped that. I've got like a little static shot I use whenever I'm doing a video, like a podcast type thing when I'm just recording my voice. Yeah. And then I'll just have a background. It's an Obi-Wan spinning, And basically, what I did was I took the old Alec Guinness 6-inch from A New Hope, and I swapped it with the head of the clone commander, Obi-Wan.
Oh, right.
Put it on there, and it just looks like an Obi-Wan Tatooine, sort of younger Tatooine Obi, which would, after Revenge of the Sith. And a load of people say, "Where'd you get that? What is that figure?" And I, have to explain it's a Kit Bash type thing that I did. But it looks good.
Cool.
I think they nailed that head sculpt though, Ewan McGregor.
Oh, they've done like this last bunch of waves have been fantastic. Like the 40th anniversary stuff is just so nice. Yeah. I've got the first wave of Luke, Leia. I've got the Han from the Exegorth escape, and that is brilliant. And that because that came with the what do you call him now? The Mynock and the Exegorth escape. That was a Comic-Con exclusive a few years ago.
I should have bought that, man. I saw that they had that in the Entertainer toy shop here for nothing.
Yeah.
It came in a set, didn't it? Like a box. Maybe Tim, if he's still in the comments, he might know how much it was being sold for, but it was like maybe 30 quid they had it, but it looked good as a box set. But the figure, I assumed it was the same as the not loose, but the individual hand Bespin you could buy.
Yeah, that's right.
Or are they different?
I'm pretty sure they're the same because, hang on a sec, I'm making a mess. Because when I got mine, I ordered mine online through the warehouse. Because they're in a sorted, you get what you're given. So,
yeah,
good and all, they turned up and I wanted everything. But the Han, I looked at it in the pack to the Exegorth one and it was identical. Absolutely identical.
Right.
Except the Exegorth one comes with the face mask.
Yeah, that's right. Well. And you get a Mynock as well, don't you?
Yeah, he's bloody cool. It's the only way to get it.
I think that's why I passed on it. I think it was probably last summer it was in there now. And I passed on it thinking, well, I've got a Han. I don't need... Wow, look at that. Freaky, that, isn't it? Look at that.
It's quite well done, too, I must say. I like those sort of transparent wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job of that.
I've never known what they look like. You don't see them, do you? You just see the wings, but that sucker just reminds you of Leia going, "Whoa!" Oh, I can't scream I can't scream like a girl, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. I do.
It's just like, listen.
What was that?
I love that.
Have you seen I assume you've seen the Family Guy Star Wars ones?
Oh man, I need to see it. I haven't. You know what? My dad, my dad loves Family Guy, and he might have even seen the Star Wars one. But I haven't. I don't know much. I know nothing about Family Guy, but I need to. I love The Simpsons.
But as a Star Wars fan and knowing the movie so well, that's where you'd find it funny anyway. Because the likes of that bit there when we're talking about the Exegorth. You know, in the movie, he walks to the side and he shoots, and it moves, and he's like, "Oh, like Family Guy do. They overdo things." And he's like, "Bang, bang," and they do it for ages. And then Empire, Return of the Jedi, that end bit where Luke's about to jump into the Sarlacc pit, and he nods to R2, and nods to Lando. Well, that goes around in a circle for about a minute. They just start nodding at each other. It just goes around and around and around. And Chewie's Vader. And Chewie is such a hilarious Vader with his Darth farts. You've got to check them out. They're hilarious.
You've reminded me. I haven't seen them for a while, but I love the Robot Chicken Star Wars stuff. That's good. They're really funny. Have you seen them?
The what, sorry?
The Robot Chicken.
Yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have.
And that is Mark Hamill as well. That is Mark. I didn't realize the first time I watched it, I just thought it was someone speaking like.
Oh, really?
It's actually Mark Hamill. He says when he says whoever does Vader says, and midi-chlorians. Well, that's just bacteria in your blood. And then Mark Hamill or Luke just goes. He's got like a ciggy or a spliff in his hand. And he says something like, "If you're not going to take this seriously, I'm out of here."
Yeah, I haven't seen those for a long time, but I know I have. See you later, the Gooper. Yeah, that stuff's so funny. Yeah, you got to check it out. You'll come back with a video about it, I guarantee it.
Yeah, there's loads of good stuff in there. Palpatine's funny.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Robot Chicken are basically the same. Oh, definitely. Family Guy and Robot Chicken are very similar. I love American Dad as well. That's funny. Oh, goodness. Yes, what's new? What's coming out on your side of the channel soon? Anything exciting to pop up for us?
Well, as I said just before, I don't know if we'd gone live or not, but I was just on ID Toys buying a few things, and do you know what? It frightened me actually. I thought I'd already bought it. The
right.
the Bespin set, right? I was on Star Action Figures because I was going to order the yeah. Let me show you. Although I've already got it, I would like to get it again, maybe to open the Wicket Wave, which has got Darth Maul, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. I was just on there to buy that. When I got to checkout, I saw the Bespin set was in my checkout, and I thought, what? I thought I bought that the other day, but I think that when I was on the website just now, you've got to kind of click a terms and conditions, and then when it looks like when you think you've paid on PayPal, you do your password and all that. You then go to another page where you need to kind of like double confirm it. And I don't think I did that last time, so I was bloody lucky to get it done, man. Because I could have missed out. Because I've got to get that. Because if I don't get I've got to get that Stormtrooper that comes with it in the best.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I know it's not amazing the thing, but I've got to still get it. See what it's like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know what you mean. I really want to get my hand that 3-pack, the 501st 3-pack. That looks wicked. That does.
Oh,
really want to get that.
Well, Tim's here. He's made me quite nervous about that because he was like, saying, "Oh, it's going to be tense on the day, or are we going to get it?" And I was hoping that it'd just be able to do as normal, order it. But for some reason, it seems like this thing's going to be like the Bermuda Triangle or something. It's going to be just gone or whatever.
Come and go in a heartbeat. Yeah,
I don't know. I hope not. I was also keeping an eye out for. I do occasionally get the odd lightsaber, and I'd love to get. There's a new Dooku one out for the Force FX or whatever they call it now, the Black Series. And I love Dooku, and I've got to get that lightsaber, man. And I know that's
look good, yeah. I'd like to get my hands on that. I've got 3 Force FX lightsabers. I've got Vader's, Jedi Luke's, and Kylo Ren's Force FX sabers. They're cool, man. I like those.
Do you know what? It's a shame you can't detach the hilt, though, innit? Because I've got
and only with these new Elite ones you can. There's a new Elite one that they brought out of Kylo's, which you can do it with, and this new Darth Revan one you can do it as well, which looks really bloody nice. Yeah, that Revan one is a good-looking saber. That hilt as well.
There was 2 Kylos. There was like the original Black Series one, and then there was like a Disney Parks exclusive, or I think you could buy a Disney Park. That must be that Elite you're talking about.
Yeah. And you attach the blades from it.
And I think the sound was better on the other one. The first one, soundboard for Kylo was better, apparently, or
in my opinion, yes. In my opinion, yes. Hang on a second.
But obviously the advantage of the other one is that you can detach the blades. Yeah, that's the one. Are you out of battery?
This is great to see. Yeah, the soundboard's quite nice on this.
But I'd love Dooku anyway. I'd love that.
Yeah. I need to get me the Dooku Black Series. I had him, but he went before I got there. I was so gutted. I was going to get me Dooku, but yeah.
I've noticed something with Dooku. When he first ignites his lightsaber in Attack of the Clones, it's got a sound really reminiscent of when Luke fires his up. I don't know if you remember in Return of the Jedi, just after he's nodded to R2. Yes. That sound that was used for the fire up there was almost like a new sound, as far as my memory serves me right. And it was like a kind of a sharp Not like the usual Luke sound is like a, but this one was like a, like a really, but
more of an
aggressive. You got the same kind of, and you got the same kind of sound when Dooku fired his up. But they've done 2 Dooku sabers now, and I've watched reviews for them. The one that was years ago, and this new one, and they use the sound that I wouldn't consider Dooku at all. That the one sound I think is Dooku's is the first time he lights it up versus Obi-Wan on Geonosis.
Yeah.
And if they'd made it that sound, I would be like all over it. And I think that the Jedi Luke makes that sound, man.
So Vader's sabers are similar, actually. I'll just grab sabers. I'm just gonna grab us some milk and grab Vader's one. I'll be right back.
Cool, man. Sorry. That's all right. Let's get it on. Boss Bounty Entertainer was selling for 30. Yeah, it was 30. I was right, Tim. I thought it was 30. And then Mark, yeah, they were 30, says Darth Mark. Yeah, I just didn't figure I needed it. I got the, I already had a hand see. Wouldn't have got the mask, though. Missed that chance. Robot Chicken is say, what's that say there? Does anyone else dream about Keanu Reeves playing Darth Regan? Do you mean Revan? In KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, Darth Revan. I'd love somebody to Disney Plus that up. Get it on our screens. Get him or Nihilus or Bane or any of those ancient Sith Lords. Awesome.
Right, I'm back.
Later, everyone. Papa Gord is off.
See you later, Papa. The more of the instant.
Yeah, it is Vader. I can tell by the bottom. Got that.
Yeah.
Classic Sith.
So loud. Well, I love the ignition of it. It's more of that, as you were saying, more than a slow rise.
Do you know what? It's funny. You know, Anakin's first hilt in Attack of the Clones is reminiscent of Vader's hilt there. So interesting.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's just the one that it's the one he breaks, isn't it? Oh man, Obi-Wan's gonna kill me. Well, it's just like that one.
Right.
Yeah. They went for that kind of cone style, and then obviously the classic one came in Revenge of the Sith that he gave to Luke. Well, Luke got it eventually.
Right. Yeah.
It's just interesting the way they did the continuity there. It was good, clever. Yeah, have you got your Luke? Do you not have your Luke one?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, man. I thought you had it.
No, you're right. They're on the other side of me.
Rolling reviews. This is a bloody good chat going on here, you know. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, the batteries are flat, so it doesn't work too well at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think that one's got it. I tell you what, did have the sound.
Right. Yeah.
I know which one did have it. It was Obi-Wan's, funnily enough. The same line of the same line. I've got the removable hilt, New Hope Luke PC. They also did an Obi-Wan with a removable hilt in that, and I think they did a Luke as well, maybe. But that had that sharp ignition sound, which they should have used on Dooku, I reckon.
Yeah, because the Kylo one's actually got 2 different sort of clash sounds. Not that far down. So it's got like when you use it. I'll grab it. It's easier.
We're not seeing much of Darth Rock tonight. He's going places. Here he is. He's back.
So you've got the. I don't know if you can hear it, like the light. You've got like the light hit, then you've got the heavier hit.
Yeah.
Great unit, right? Yeah.
There's some good sounds on that Kylo Ren. There's a couple like when you sway it backwards and forwards, one goes and then when you pull it back, it kind of like goes. like a warm kind of like it's almost like you can feel the air heating up around the saber. You know, it's just awesome.
That new elite one, it's got so like when you drag that across the ground, the end changes to a different color, like he's scraping it across the ground. That's what the elite one does, not this one though. But
wow,
those elite ones would be ridiculous.
As I say, Tim Boss Bounty went on Rise of the Resistance. He was at Disney World in, was it December, Tim, you went? But he went on that ride, and there's a bit in the ride, because I didn't want to watch any videos on this ride. I didn't want any spoilers. But then I thought, what the hell? You know, I'm not going to be going back there in a long time. So I thought, why not just watch it? But no, sorry, spoilers ahead. There's a bit when you're inside like a lift, and you see Ren's saber come down, and he starts to try and slice to get in there with you. But obviously they use some sort of HD screen or something. But it looks pretty real to me.
It does.
It's also, have you seen it, man? Have you, just to clarify? Any videos of this?
I'm not pretty sure I've seen it. Yeah,
I was going to say, if you haven't, do watch it. It looks amazing. But I mean, I'm sure if it looks so good on video, it must be amazing in real life. But hopefully, Tim can fill the chat with some more words on it. Fantastic, man. It looks amazing.
Hello there.
But I'd love to know what that bit's like. You know, when the saber comes in, you know how 3-dimensional it looks. You know,
that's true. Yeah. It looks so amazing there, though. I've really got to go there one day. Start saving for a long time.
Probably might be easier for you where you are to get to California, maybe Disneyland, as opposed to Florida. I don't think probably it would be quick
to save either way.
Yeah.
Flights alone would be ridiculous. What are you doing? Just got to save it and wait for it to knock everything over. In trouble. What's that? Oh no, I'll have that. She had Yoda's snake.
Oh wow, that's the Yoda snake, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It's right. It's alive.
I love that scene when he just loses his rag, doesn't he, Luke, with the powerful Jedi machine. Powerful Jedi. Oh come on! How do you know my father is? You don't even know who I am. You don't know what I'm doing here. We're wasting our time. Like, bangs his head.
That's right.
I love that. He's pushing him, isn't he?
Yeah. That's right. I reckon the Yoda that just came out in the 40th and that, he shouldn't have come with a lightsaber. He should have come with something from that scene, like the chest or something he's digging through, or
He never
had the saber. He never used the saber then. So why has he got a saber? Yeah, it would have been cool to have one of those. Some
people argue as well that maybe Sidious never should have used a saber, because, you know, with the way he first looks at Luke's, it's almost like it's like a toy or something. He says, yes, a Jedi's weapon. And it's like, that's right. That's beneath me. That, you know, I don't need that. I've got my lightning fingers, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Then obviously he does use quite, but you can't deny it's pretty cool seeing him using a saber.
That is true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, there's your man there.
Oh, nice.
I'll take it out of the star case, man.
We'll get some good Black Series stuff of that guy.
That's what I want to get. I want to get the regular card. I've got the silver chase, so I can't complain.
Oh, right. Nice.
But I would like the regular one, you know. Yeah, he's cool. We've got the fat sticker as well. Oh yeah, I do. I do have the fat sticker, Tim. So it was the Magna Guard I wanted to get. He's got a Magna Guard now with a fat sticker on it, and I don't.
Oh right.
But at least I've got a Magna Guard. I can't complain.
You guys are always comparing new scores.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that you kind of like, you know, you should just be happy to have a Magna Guard or a Cody, but then you get greedy or something. You think, oh, I've got that one. I want something different. So you want the one with the sticker on or whatever. It's crazy. It's just like you constantly want to be a completist, you know.
But I want that one. We're just big kids sometimes.
Looking for something to buy, aren't you? Really?
Yeah. Well, that's it. What are you doing, weirdo? Wiggling away. Amazing. That's an amazing.
Right, wow.
What are you doing, Wiggly? Meh, 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 meh. Oh, right. So how many, off your head, how many vintage things do you have? Like
What, this
carded figures?
here? Oh, I could not tell you, man. Obviously, I've got over 115 because I've got the whole.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have more than that now. Jesus, I'll have. I don't know. I'd love to know that actually what I have exactly because if you count all the variants and stuff, and I got a ton of
Yeah.
variants last summer because in the Entertainer they were selling like multiples of different things. You can get like the single pill cards and the double language cards and stuff. So I've got loads. I'd love to know.
Oh, right.
I'll have to add them one day. I could actually, to be honest with you, simple mathematical arrays. I could just add up all the walls now. I could go like whatever it is across, down, and do some
True.
simple mathematics on that for you, and get back to you on that one.
It's all good. All
Shouldn't be
good.
too hard to do. Be hard if I was
Hell of a lot,
counting
isn't it?
those figures in the other room. That would be hard because I don't know if
Yeah,
they're all over the place.
that's right. One room's just that room, isn't it, with figures on the wall?
Yeah, that's
And
it.
then you
Yeah,
got the other one with all the recording
loose.
and the
Yeah,
loot stuff. Yeah, that's
at
awesome.
the camera. It's, and what I want to do is I want to get like another wall in here to get more. Maybe I should get them on the ceiling as well. I don't know. Like, feel like, and then
Not a bad idea.
I was
Yes.
thinking about getting like some fake walls, like some like cubicle type walls, and then like making it like an art gallery type thing. And so you have to walk through like a maze. So you've got like more
Yeah.
space.
Wet yourself through the maze.
Yeah. So you, like there's an in, and there's an out. An entrance and
Yeah.
exit. So you can look left and right when you're coming through. Maybe that's a possibility.
Below the path.
Yeah.
Below the path.
Awesome.
Come out on the dark or the light side. What are you doing, Noodle? What are you doing? Getting up on my face.
What's her name, man?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea. You don't
Nearly
support
2, aren't you? Nearly 2. Down off your dimples.
Yeah, that's right, man. She's like
So
a
cheeky.
dad, but your beard's covering yours, man.
What are you doing?
Look at this.
Oh, goodness.
Family vlog now. Look at this. I love it.
You just did it in Mike's video. I think all the kids popped up at one stage. Yeah, usually I do a lot of stuff on Monday because there's no one here but me. She's out today with her nana, so
Yeah.
I usually don't have problems. That's all good. She's good though. Hey, yeah. There's some lunch soon. What? Oh, nice. So have you got anyone lined up to stream with next time you do your live stream?
I don't know, man. I don't want to do it like too often, really. I've got like a lot of other videos I want to do, but
yeah,
I do want to do what like basically I'm nicking your idea.
Oh, honestly, I never thought of it that way when I did it.
I just saw the way you'd done your thumbnails, and I thought, well, I just liked it, and I just thought, well, I'm going to do the same. I suppose everyone's doing it. I suppose in a way, everyone's like getting guests on or whatever. But because I had a similar thing going on for the Wretched Hive, which was a pre-taped podcast. But I want to do the live equivalent and get one guest on. But yeah, I don't know yet. I just need to just sort of reassess that.
Yeah, that's cool. Give me a yell if you want to jump on with me. But I literally started doing it because, I didn't really have much content. So I thought, well, what else can I do? And I thought, well, everyone's live streaming. I'll give it a go. And I might see if I can chat with some of the people I watch. And
no, man, I'd love to return the favor. Be on. We'll get you on as a guest. And then be nice if there's something that's happened so we can talk about that. Like, say, make it a specific. Because that's the other thing I want to do. I want to kind of try and maybe get a specific theme or whatever to talk about. Because like last night, I didn't plan anything. I just thought, well, we're going to just talk about anything really, and that's quite good as well because the chat's there to help you prompt, come up with some stuff, people's questions and stuff.
Right. So I think when I did it with Mike, they just revealed a whole heap of stuff too. So it was quite handy having all that to check about. Yeah, I need to jump on the Blue Harvests live stream. There's at 7 a.m. in my country.
Yeah, Mike is saying
be ready at that time, but I will certainly try.
Yeah, he's next. Mike is next. Maybe it should be Mike next.
No,
usual Mike on Pally Boys first. Look at this. That Mark is getting him in there.
Make sure you shower.
Don't sign on the line, Mike. Don't. We'll talk in the morning.
Warm up that. Get the shower warm.
There'll be like a bidding war on Mike. Who gets custody of usual Mike.
Yeah, I know, right?
As soon as Mike gets out of the shower, he's talking to only one Kenobi. That is it.
Mark it on your catalog, in the calendar. Oh, goodness.
But yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy time difference, isn't it? That's just one of those weird things, isn't it? It must be easier. You talking to people in America, obviously, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, it would, wouldn't
it? Excuse me. Yeah, because it's generally night time for you guys when I do it here.
Yeah, so it's nearly 12:30 now. It's
yeah. Well, it's 11:30 in the morning. It's nearly lunchtime here.
Bizarre, man. 24-hour world. Whatever. Someone's awake somewhere.
I have my benefits in that though. Like last year with the Triple Force Friday, as it was the set date of October 4th, I was able to do a live stream first in the world here for everyone else, which was really, really cool, to be honest.
Wow. Did you get a lot of traffic?
Get the Mandalorian. I had the Mandalorian first.
Yeah. Exclusive. That's really cool, man. So you must have got a lot of traffic, obviously. That's amazing.
Not so much, but I don't know. Obviously, being in New Zealand, it's almost the shit at the end. So, I'm not big because of where I am, but that's where it gives me the motivation to push my things and keep doing what I'm doing. Because if I'm the only one in New Zealand that's doing it, with usual mics and Aussie and so forth. So,
yeah,
that's my drive to continue.
It's funny, being first in the world. I had a situation that Force Friday when I reviewed the Luke X-Wing, and that was a video that went really big.
Oh, yes.
And the crazy thing is that I could have bought it on the actual Friday, which I didn't because I knew I was going to a convention on the Saturday called Echo Base Live. And I bought it there and I reviewed it that night. So I actually reviewed it late on the Saturday and put it up maybe on the Saturday. But yeah, I don't think anyone had actually done it before me. If they had, it would have been obscure and not seen. But for whatever reason, that went really well, that video.
Yeah. It was my first big video that ever even got close to a K or had a K was after that Force Friday. I checked my Instagram and there's a page I follow called Star Wars NZ. Who the
Star Wars. Oh, NZ.
So it's
New Zealand.
Basically an insight of what's available in New Zealand at the time, which is cool. So I checked my feed in the morning and it popped up saying place here called Farmers have got the carbonized Mandalorian. And honestly, I was at that door so fast, like I was gone, and I was back in a heartbeat. And I just sat down and thought, because I was going to do the review of the Mandalorian anyway. I thought, well, I might as well do them both. So I opened them both as I do and reviewed it, and turns out I just did the first comparison review of the carbonized because no one wanted to open it, and that video blew up. Like I couldn't believe how fast it was getting views.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That was the moment. It's over 1,000 views now.
Yeah, I mean that last video I did on the Falcon, just reacting to it, the news of it all, and I know the other YouTubers, like I think Tim's had way more views than mine, but still for my channel or whatever, it's been massive traffic coming my way, and subscribers, the analytics, just this massive spike. You know, it's just amazing. And I've had that before. I think I did a video once when I was reacting. I think I saw an Instagram post by Yak Face when he talked about the retro collection first. What I did was I was just so excited. I grabbed my rocket firing Boba Fett, which I'll go and get now for you.
Yeah,
I did a video. I just sort of like talked my thoughts about what I thought about this retro collection coming out. And then that video went really well as well. I was just like, loads of new people came by. So I was just saying, I thought it was a good idea, and I thought I'm not scared of it. I know a lot of people might think, oh, don't want it to happen, but I can't remember what I said now. But I just thought, what a great idea. And in fact, it has been a slight disappointment because the cards we've got in the retro collection have got that, you know, that rustic whatever fake damage, which isn't that great, really. I wouldn't personally have authorized that if I worked for Hasbro. And also, what else have they got? The stickers as well are a bit. I mean, I do like some stickers, but they're ridiculously big.
It's
just interesting what can flare up on YouTube. Sorry, man.
Absolutely right. Yeah, so like I started doing these purely to chat with you guys, and I never thought for a second, you know, I'm doing this to try and get subscribers from everyone I watch or anything like that. And I never did, but it's created, you know, it's brung all of us little tubers together that all do the same. And for that to happen, like in the last one with Papa Gord, like you and Papa Gord were switching and jumping to each side, and you know that's what's cool. That's what's cool. We're all supporting each other because we're all trying to do this.
We've got a big thing in common, you know, a really popular, enjoyable franchise, man. Yeah, and beyond that, there's other things as well.
And I love that I can sit down and chat with you all.
I like to review, you know, what I want to review and like what feels good, but I mean, you could play a game of like chasing certain things, algorithms, whatever, knowing it's going to be. It does happen occasionally when those things collide. Like, because I wanted to talk about the Falcon, but obviously everyone in the world wanted to search for it or whatever. And that's why I got all that traffic. It's just an interesting thing to look at the data and the analytics of YouTube. But
absolutely,
yeah.
I watch a lot of obviously where my main views are, which is the US and the UK, believe it or not. So I generally drop mine at a similar time as Mike does at like 2-3 in the morning for me, which benefits. My last video, which was Kit Fisto, I actually put it up at about 8 o'clock at night here. And it actually was a pretty good time because it did very well overnight. So I might actually do that again and put it down.
It's a shame that Kit Fisto doesn't come with a cape, man. I would have loved that, but
everyone said that, and I agree. Even Jedi Knight Obi-Wan doesn't have a robe. He doesn't come with one either. So yeah, I get that. Even the picture, I brought up a picture of, you know, when Mace Windu and that go and confront Sidious.
They've all got robes on.
Jedi. Yeah. And he's got one on too, but the figure doesn't.
Doesn't he look cool as F.U.C.K, man? When he's walking behind Samuel L. Jackson and they're just kind of like, you know, swaggering in and the robe flowing. Awesome. That's the best shot of Kit Fisto, that man. He looks mean.
Yeah. That's how they're on my shelf at the moment, with Mace in the middle and the both two standing next to him. And they look sick.
Right on. Greetings from Canada. We've got a Canadian in the chat, Mike Poirier.
All right.
Yeah, he's got an awesome Star Wars toy room, man. His videos, like, pans around his room. It's amazing. Actually, it's like a museum of.
Oh man, I'll check that out.
Not just figures, but just like memorabilia. It's loads of stuff. I don't know.
That's
very good.
Yeah, I already get bored on the walls here, but there's no point if we're going to move. So I'm just sort of sitting back at the moment and not touching.
I know what you mean.
Stop moving things around. I'm constantly playing behind me in here. Every night I'm in this cabinet fiddling around, just moving things or
it's funny, isn't it? I'm going to be in here. This is this room here is the one room that I'm not in as much because behind me here is like a sea of vehicles. If I just tilt I can't walk in here properly yet. There's like a
Right.
carpet. Oh, gee, excuse my
Wow.
language. Battery charging it. So, but I do need to get in here eventually with like, I've got loads of figures I need to find a place for on the wall and stuff. So, but when that happens, I'm going to be in here for hours, figuring out where I'm going to rearrange everything.
Yeah.
And I'm actually, part of me is not enjoying that because I'm going to be going around in circles, I think, figuring out where everything's going to get shifted to, man. So, it's going to be a bit of a long process, that, I think.
Oh,
But
no
ultimately,
doubt.
rewarding.
Yeah, so I've only got a couple of vehicles myself. I've got the Infus Nest bike. That thing's cool. Really love that Infus Nest bike.
6 inch.
That's hanging up. Yeah, that's up there. Can't quite
I bet
see
that's
it.
amazing. I bet that's awesome.
I've got Luke's land speeder as well with the farm boy Luke. And that's a great vehicle. That big fan of that.
Have you got the snow speeder?
No, I'd like to get my hands on it, but I haven't seen it yet. But that thing looks great.
I was going to say your reviews really good quality. You've got really good camera. So, what are you using your phone for them as well?
I use my phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I've always used my phone.
You got good lighting
even
or
now,
something.
yeah. No, when I got my new phone, usually I just buy a phone because I was never fussed about, I just play games, but obviously starting to do a lot of this. When my last phone died, I told myself, get a good phone this time, make the most of it. And I got a Samsung A30, I think it's called. And it's a very good phone. The camera's great on it, even front and rear, because this is a selfie camera right now, and that works very good.
I've got the Samsung A40, and that was like a bit more above my free upgrade. I could have got one that was, free, or cheaper or whatever. But no, I thought I'm gonna splash here and just get something a bit more high spec. Because for the channel,
yours is the one up from mine, so your camera will be a bit better, definitely.
Wow. It's funny when you watch someone else's videos. I thought, oh my god, he's got a better camera than me. But it must be something to do with how you did your lighting or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So literally, I don't even use light. I don't even use a light for my videos. It's all the phone. Because when you tap the screen, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, you can focus.
It focuses and adjusts the light perfectly. And and it's all on my phone.
When I do my videos, though, all you hear is like this. You can hear like this noise, and it's just me tapping. Sometimes it can work to you.
Oh yeah. I get that.
On my phone now. But sometimes it doesn't focus. It's so annoying. But I lose my rag when that happens. Yeah.
But you said you were getting a good phone. I assume he's talking to you. That machine parts through the portal. Red great lens, outstanding depth of field. Hello there. What are you doing, Menace? You're being very awkward today. Back again. Doing a round trip around my body.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the chat, man, but I might have to go at some point fairly soon. I don't actually want to leave. I'm really enjoying talking.
I know what you mean. No, I'm going to do the same. I need to get this one. Woo!
Yeah, I could easily do 2 hours. We have to do it again, man. Like definitely.
Me and Papa Gord did 2.5 hours without even realizing. You look at it and it's like 20 minutes. You look again and it's like an hour gone. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talk for hours on this stuff. But no, that's absolutely fine. Life does continue, my friend. We can certainly do this again sometime, or if you want me to jump on yours, then give me a yell.
That would be awesome, man. After we've got the ball rolling here, we've broken the ice well and truly, my friend. We can definitely get that one. That'd be awesome. That'd be really good because we've never spoken before this now, but you feel like you do know people when you watch their videos and stuff. You get kind of like a feeling or whatever, or a rapport.
Because you feel like we've been talking forever anyway, but it's obviously you're watching and seeing you, and it's great.
Yeah.
Cool. Chat.
Usual Mike's still in the chat.
Oh, no. So let's just go here and check out. Yeah, everyone check out everyone's channel. Jump onto each side and support each other as we do. We're all in this family together. Right, but yeah, I'm going to go to feed the child and myself. We'll disappear for now, my friend. But thanks for taking the time out.
Yeah, man.
And thanks for putting up with my little one during this one. A lot better than I thought. All right, I'll end it here. And thank you, everyone. And we'll see
thanks
you
for
in the
having
next
me,
one.
man. Thanks for having me, Darth Rock One.
Good all, buddy.
Good man.
Thanks for taking the time. This thing sucks to end it. Is it ended? No.
My Pally Boy's on tomorrow at 8 p.m.